Nets Nation, it's your boy AJ back again. It's Nets Kingdom. Hashtag we go hard. Make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any breaking Nets news. Oh man, what a day, what a day. Today is the day before free agency. So we have some breaking news, a lot of news today, a lot of free agents that were not expected to be unrestricted today or unrestricted. So free agency is going to be Thursday tomorrow at 6. By the way, if you guys want us to react to free agency live, make sure this video gets 200 likes. If we get 200 likes in this video, then we'll probably do a free agency live for you guys. So make sure you hit that like button. But today it's gonna be one of those days, guys. Nest Nation, we're gonna have to wait by our phones, have our Woj and Shams noties on, and just hope for the best. So today we got the news on a couple of free agents. Well, David Duke Jr. We'll start with David Duke Jr., aka DDJ. Now it says the Nets want to retain DDJ for next season, according to sources. Duke, who spent last season with the Nets on a two-way contract, is a restricted free agent from after Brooklyn tendered him a qualifying offer as a two-way player. A source familiar with transaction confirmed. Also, Nicholas Claxton, the Nets have tendered Nicholas Claxton's qualifying offer. Thursday's deadline for Nets to extend Claxton for up to 4 years, $55.6 million. If he become, and then if not, if they don't extend him by tomorrow, he becomes a restricted free agent for the start of free agency. So let me know in the comments. It looks like the Brooklyn Nets want to keep DDJ and Nick Claxton. Two really good guys, upside guys. You know, guys, how I feel about Nick Claxton. I think Clax is definitely bringing Clax back is definitely a priority. I'm glad the Nets kind of made their way into tendering him. So it means that they're interested in Claxton. We know Claxton's a switch big. He's still got to work on his free throws. He got to work on his offensive game. But I've over the summer, I've seen a lot of videos of Claxton working hard, and I know he's focused, and I think he's going to have a good year for us. So it'll be nice if Claxton stays. And DDJ, of course. Now with DDJ is kind of like, everybody calls him the smaller version of Bruce Brown. I want the smaller version, but the lesser version of Bruce Brown. They're the same height basically, but they both do the same things. But DDJ is a better point guard, has a little bit better handle, more of an offensive upside than Bruce Brown. I know Bruce Brown worked on his game this year, but DDJ's defense is really good, and his offense is getting there. So I think maybe the Nets kind of see it as a cheaper version of Bruce Brown. And also, we don't forget we signed Alondes Williams as a two-way. He's another version of Bruce Brown. He's a 6'5" athletic point guard, big body, crazy bounce. So we have two guys that have like the Bruce Brown mold. So this kind of gives me the feeling that the Nets are not going to offer Bruce that much. Maybe Bruce might get something like 15 million, 18 million a year on another team, but I don't know, y'all. It's not looking good for Bruce. I don't think he's going to stay with us. If he does, I'll be shocked. But let me know in the comments how you guys feel. Claxton and DDJ are well, we don't know if they're staying yet, but the Nets are making progress for them to come back. Now, also, the Nets declined Kessler Edwards' team option. He will be back. Again, I told you guys this in my last video. We had to decline Kessler's team option so he can re-up and get extended for maybe like 3 or 4 years. It's better this way. I completely, 100% think Kessler should be back on his team. He's our positional need, 3-and-D wing. So it was good to see Kessler back. So Kessler, Nick Claxton, and DDJ, seems like those guys are going to be back. That's what the tea leaves are telling us. And then last but not least, Patty Mills. Patty Mills has declined. Well, let me read what it says right here. Brian Lewis reports that Patty Mills, who had a $6.2 million player option, has opted out and will become a free agent on Friday. Now, this Patty Mills news was the shocker. I know Nets fans are kind of like, some are really want Patty to stay. Some think he's just too small of a guard. He's old and he can't guard bigger players, but he is a sniper from three. Now on Patty, it's like, this kind of made me kind of like, is Patty opting out because he wants to test the market, or is Patty like this Nets organization is toxic. I can't deal with this stuff. I'm out. Because it all seemed like Patty Mills was going to stay here. We all thought he was Brooklyn's favorite. You know, we saw him in all the Brooklyn Nets commercials. You saw him. He was always in the streets getting coffee in Brooklyn. It seemed like he really loved it here. The owners loved him. Of course, Sean loves him because they're from the same. They have the same background with the Australian New Zealand connection. It's just we thought Patty was going to opt in, and it seems like Patty could leave us. Now, Woj reported that Patty could stay. He's not opting out to. He's opting out, but that doesn't rule out him returning to the Nets. And also, Patty was also spotted last night with Joe Tsai and Clara Wu Tsai at I think it was like a vet gala, something like that, a ballroom. I don't know where it was, but online I saw that they were together. So maybe they kind of want Patty to stay. Maybe Patty's just saying like, okay, maybe I can opt out and the Nets could pay me just because the full max that we can pay Patty is $7 million. So he could sign back up with us for $7 million. I don't know if he's going to do that. I don't know if he's going to test the market. I know the Lakers were interested in Patty. There might be a couple teams that are interested in Patty because, again, he's a guard that can come off the bench and shoots a very, very high clip at 42% from three. He had a great beginning of the year, but the thing with Patty is he has his cold streaks, Patty is a bench kind of guy. He's not somebody you can start every game. He's a 15-minute guy, and you can't really go too far with that, or you kind of burn him out. And again, he's 6 foot basically, so he does a liability on defense. But in the right rotations, some teams might be able to use Patty coming off the bench, at certain roles. So, and he's also a veteran. He's been in the league for a long time, so he can provide leadership. So we'll see what happens to Patty. What do you guys, let me know in the comments. What do you guys think is going to happen to Patty Mills? Do you think he's going to opt out and walk, go to the Lakers, go to a team that's offering him more than $7 million? Or do you think that he's just going to opt back in with us for $7 million and stay with the team? Let me know in the comments how you guys feel about Patty. Now, a little bit of the Nets news about DeAndre Ayton and some interest. Well, let me go with the DeAndre Ayton news first. People really thought, one beat reporter, I think, from the Wizards tweeted out he heard about a trade of Cam Thomas, Joe Harris, and a pick or something like that for DeAndre Ayton. And that everybody kind of freaked out and thought we were going to about to get DeAndre Ayton. But I want to tell Nets fans it's not realistic. People got to understand the cap rules. We are over the cap. So if I think the trade was Cam, Clax, Joe Harris, and a pick or something like that for DeAndre Ayton. So in order for that to happen, first of all, DeAndre Ayton's a restricted free agent. So he would have to accept his qualifying offer for that to happen. But even then, if we put Clax in the deal, it would have to be a sign and trade. So we can't do a sign and trade because we are over the cap. It's against the CBA rules. We can't accept the sign and trade, or we will be hard capped. I mean, the Nets could do it, find a loophole around it, and accept the money salary back and make the salaries work. But trust me, y'all, it's not worth the hard cap. People don't understand how bad hard capped is. Teams avoid the hard cap. If we're hard capped, we cannot make any moves. We would get DeAndre Ayton and won't be able to make any moves. I don't think you can even sign. It's hard to sign veteran minimums when you're hard capped. The Lakers were hard capped. That's why the Lakers roster was so bad last year, because they were hard capped. They couldn't really do much. You don't really have flexibility. So I don't think Sean Marks, you know how Sean Marks is. He likes to be flexible with the cap. I doubt he goes this Ayton route. Like, if you read articles, look up articles on Ayton when you finish watching this video. There's so many loopholes and salary dumps and cap space they have to jump through to make this deal happen, and it's really, really unlikely, y'all. So I don't know. For me, it's not gonna happen. So I see a lot of people DMing me about Ayton. It's not gonna happen. It doesn't mean Ayton's not a great player or anything, but it's not gonna happen. Now, JaVale McGee was reported recently that he is interested in the Nets. How do you guys feel about that? To me, I don't think he's part of our need. I think we need to focus more on wings and a stretch five, to me. But I know some people want JaVale McGee. Let me know in the comments if you want JaVale McGee. It says he wants a multi-year deal, and the Nets are interested. So let me know how you guys feel about JaVale McGee. So that's about a little bit of the news. Again, tomorrow is free agency. Tune in. It's going to be a crazy day. Again, if we get 200 likes on this video, we'll be going live reaction for free agency. You guys will get to see it, our faces. Hopefully we make the right move tomorrow. I know a lot of moves happen right at 6, so just keep your phone on you guys. Again, hopefully, I'm praying we sign Jalen Smith. Jalen Smith has to be our #1 free agent. I hope Jalen Smith is a net at 605. That's what I really think. After Jalen Smith, then we can go with the wings. Let me know how you guys feel about that. Let me know how you feel about free agents. What are the free agents you guys want? Put them in the comments, your free agent list. It's your boy AJ. It's Nest Kingdom. Hit the like button. I'm out.